Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 149. It is Tuesday today. Gorgeous still in Cincinnati. The snow has started melting, but it's one of those sunny days where the sky is bright blue and there's enough sunshine coming in that you think it's going to be really warm. And then you step outside and it's freezing, freezing cold. I was laughing with a friend this morning when she called, and we were just talking about the weather because that's what we do anymore. We talk about the weather, everybody. I had no idea I was going to be a weather, not forecaster, but weather sharer here in this podcast space. But it's become like a fun little part of the routine. But we were talking about, do we prefer bright sunshine and cold, or gray and warm? And I was like, oh, that's hard. That's hard because sometimes I just need to be warm and the cold is too much. So today is giving us this beautiful contrast. Beautiful, beautiful outside and really, really cold. Yeah, weather update here in Cincinnati. So the word that came to mind for today's podcast, probably about a half hour ago, was the word almost. Such an interesting word, isn't it? Like, it brings up all kinds of stuff. Like, in my body, I feel this almost what? Almost where? Almost who? Almost when? It's like you can put any question after it and then you're not quite sure what's coming. But it involves a sense of anticipation, that feeling of goodness is arriving, eagerness to know what it is. That's what comes up when I say the word almost. The reason it came forward for me today, several reasons. So, one of the more obvious ones would be I've been walking this journey with my friend Alicia Mathewson over the last 3 weeks as she's been running a Kickstarter campaign. I've never been involved in one before, and I'm just sitting on the sidelines of this one. But the energy that it takes to hold such a wide opening to receive and to let go of your stuff and, just everything that comes up in a Kickstarter campaign, even the word Kickstarter, it's about activating something really powerful in one's journey. And so being able to witness, her journey and then just the process has been fascinating for me. And her Kickstarter completes this afternoon at 5:55, which is also when I start my soul stories. So the divine timing and perfection of that is just so much fun for me. But the word almost came forward when I was thinking about her journey, and there's such courage in being vulnerable with your dreams and asking people to get on board with them. And she's done that beautifully. If you haven't checked out her Kickstarter, I would suggest going to her website. It's aliciamathewson.com, and you can just learn more about it. But it's been amazing to witness, and what I feel is, she's almost there. She's almost at the completion of this, but that's just the one step, because she's almost at the next step. She's almost at the next part of the journey, which is recording her next album. And oh my God, how good is that going to be? So the feeling of almost, it's not complete. There's one phase ending, and then it rolls right into the next adventure and the next one after that. And so that was the focus that I was feeling into when the word almost came through. So then I sat for a while just reflecting on how is it showing up for me, in my life, how's it showing up? So last week I shared on Friday that I was preparing to launch this new product, this new offering called Viv's Energy Gym. And I did, and it felt great, and it was really exciting. And I'd been testing it. I was ready. I sent it out, and then none of the logistics worked. It worked to sign people up, but it didn't activate all of the next steps that were supposed to happen. And so I went into all of my depression and sadness, my version of depression, which is really mopey and just, whiny and grumpy, like, why didn't it work? And what's the matter? I had it all set, and in the practice runs it worked, and what happened? So I began this process of emailing, the different parties that were supporting me in getting the logistics behind the scenes to work. And this word almost is so present today because I can feel I've done what needs to happen, and it's almost there. It's almost fixed. Like everything is in place, except it's not working. It's almost working, but it's not working. And so I've just been sitting, in my meditation going, okay, why? What is there for me to learn from this? Why is this showing up for me? So I'm going to share just a little bit, and whatever your matches are, will present themselves for you. For me, it's an opening of a playground that I know is going to be really big, and lots of people will be coming into my gym. And so anywhere in me that there is resistance to receiving that needs to be cleared up in order for me to energetically open an energy gym. I mean, even the words are telling me that my energy needs to be fully prepared to receive, or the energy gym won't work. So it's the behind the scenes part that is being cleaned up. It's what would the word be for it? It's the connections. Technology is, it's a place where energy moves through very quickly, and sudden shifts in energy are felt in technology. So I don't know, maybe you haven't had this happen before, but I have. When some major statement or claiming is made, I keep saying, is made, the lights can flash. I had this happen with a friend once. All the lights in the restaurant went off right as she made this beautiful statement of truth. And I just looked at her. I'm like, did you see what you did? For me in energy sessions, when something massive is shifting, when I first started doing energy sessions and something massive would be shifting, the phone lines would cut off right in the middle of this aha. Both of the phone lines would just disconnect, and I would have to call the client again, or they would call me back, and we'd get back into the space. I've gotten much better at holding the vibration, the energy, so that rarely happens anymore unless it's something crazy profound. But technology is where energy just zaps us a little bit, or power surges. And then we feel it as a buzz in our own bodies. Something expands or contracts or short circuits. That's actually a better word. Short circuits. And then we're trying to figure out how to clean it up or reconnect again, because the energy was so powerful that it short-circuited whatever that connection point was. That is what I've been feeling for the logistical structure of this energy gym. The energy itself feels good. The message I'm broadcasting, the vibration I'm sending feels really good. It's the behind the scenes ability to hold that connection through technology that I'm cleaning up. And so it requires some time and space spent emailing, setting up a phone call, getting on the call, working through it, making sure it's anchored, checking it all in. That's the part that needs my attention right now. And as that gets cleaned up, the broadcasting message is going to be that much wider, that much stronger, reaching out that much further. And so the priority for me is focusing on these little details so that it's almost almost done, and then I can check off the box when it's complete and go, yes, right? The technology now is in place. Energy gym is wide open. So the word almost has been playing with me today, because that feeling of this beautiful thing I'm creating is almost there. For mothers who are birthing, or anyone who is creating something new, you know that feeling of almost. You're almost ready for the baby to come out. Not quite, but almost. I have a friend who's birthing a new book. She's almost there. Not quite, but almost. And it's such an exciting space to be in. And it still requires so much focus and such steady grounding. Really feeling ourselves so anchored into this moment and this body and this experience, this planet. You can feel in your own body, as I name all of that, how your energy comes into your body and down to your hips, and then down to your legs and down to your feet, and it becomes a little heavier and more dense in the physical body. That's how we transition from almost to, oh yeah. As my friend Kai Pacha would say, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. He's an awesome astrologer if you have not followed him yet. But he says that often, like, oh yeah, baby, it's good. In order to move to that space of yes, absolutely bring it on, it takes the anchoring into the physical right now and cleaning up, finalizing the logistical pieces, the structural frameworks of things, so that we're ready to expand. The reason that quite a bit of this is so prevalent for me, and I am sure for so many who are listening, we are at a new moon in Pisces tomorrow. I will create a podcast and we'll see what the energy is that wants to come through, and I'll also create a new moon meditation, which is a guided meditation to help you anchor into whatever the energy is that's going to shift today, tomorrow, the next day. This new moon in Pisces is a portal or an opening, because Pisces is the subconscious, the otherworldly, the mystical. It's the infinite aspect of ourselves. And that new moon in Pisces is offering us this wide open spaciousness of something incredible being created. Adding to that, some other planets are moving around in really powerful ways that I'm not even going to attempt to describe in case I get them wrong. But I would highly recommend you do a little astrological research and see what they say. The one that I was reading yesterday was from the Cosmic Path. And she has a beautiful Instagram account with individual pictures of what it is for your specific sign as we go through different changes each week. And what she shared yesterday that I was reading that feels so true. She said this is for Aquarius, which I'm Aquarius sun and moon. She said, you are standing at a doorway. And this is me paraphrasing, by the way. On the other side of the doorway is everything you've been waiting for. All that you've been manifesting. Are you ready to open the door? And then she says, no questions. It's a yes or a no. Are you ready to open the door? If it's a yes, damn it, open the door. Again, this is me paraphrasing. She says, if you're not, sit with that. What resistance do you still have? Why are you not opening the door? Everything you want is right there. That's the energy, the vibration that is possible as we move into this new moon in Pisces and then everything else that arrives in the next few weeks. That's what's possible. So the word almost, it holds the vibration of that. We're almost ready for something incredible. Do you want to claim it? What needs to shift or happen in you so that you can claim all of that? What is the thing that you need to look at or release so that you move from almost to opening the door? It's such an exciting time. So anchor into your body, like I described it. Bring your energy all the way, like down and into your hips, all the way down into your legs and down to your feet. And then picture yourself at that door and just feel into what is there for me to look at. And then tomorrow we'll play with this new moon energy as I tune in. So here we are, almost. So good. Okay, I gotta go get ready. I've got a call coming up with the developer to see what needs to happen so that this energy gym is wide open and running smoothly. So good. Thank you for tuning in to today's vibration. Let's take this message of pure love out into all of our communities and continue expanding love here on Gaia. So much love from my heart to yours.